Welcome back. Let's talk about Tyler Seguin. First, I want to give a shout out to LarryNHL Hockey. I was perusing the YouTubes. I came across his video about this Tyler Seguin thing, and I was like, no way, this isn't clickbait. So I watched it, and then I looked up the information after, and yep, this is true. And I'm gonna do a little video on this, but huge shout out to Larry for being the first person on YouTube that I can see, at least from what I can tell, that's talked about this. So, Larry Hockey, this is his name. This is his little YouTube handle at LarryNHL Hockey 3432. I'll leave links below in the description. Just want to give him a little shout out. Tyler Seguin, though. So he got married yesterday, and that's fantastic. Great for him and all that stuff. Allegations are coming out. I guess not really allegations. They're being referred to as revelations. Probably because they've been proven true. I'm not 100% on that. But his now wife seems to have been more or less a stalker, posting his home address on social media publicly for multiple times, creating at least more than 20 fake social media accounts, spamming Tyler Seguin to get Seguin to notice her as a fan before they met. Creepy stuff. I don't know, but it just fits into Tyler Seguin as a person. And if we were to hear this about anyone in the NHL, it wouldn't surprise me that it is Tyler Seguin. This kind of just fits his profile. I do want to come out and say, on the ice, big Tyler Seguin fan. From a fan's perspective, he's very great with the fans. He does a lot of community service. So I don't want to be here just knocking Tyler Seguin. I don't have a low opinion of him. I think he's definitely matured over the years, and he played very well in the playoffs when he had to step into a much bigger role this year. So I think he's matured quite a bit, but there's still a little bit of that we need to talk about a bit. So we came into the league. It was a Tyler draft. Either one could go 1 or 2 overall. Taylor Hall had the edge going into the draft as the number 1 overall pick, was selected 1. Boston gets the consolation prize, and Tyler Seguin, number 2 draft pick overall. But he had a lot of issues, Tyler Seguin did in Boston. He would miss team meetings, team breakfasts. He would party more often than not. The team essentially said he was very self-centered and not team-oriented. And that didn't really mesh well with the Bruins organization. There were some locker room issues as a result, but for the most part, that's been kept kind of in-house. But nonetheless, all of these kind of issues led to Tyler Seguin being traded to Dallas. Now the Bruins got a haul back for Seguin, which kind of worked out. When you bury it down, it's really just Riley Smith for Tyler Seguin at the end of the day. They got a 20-goal season or 2 out of Rich Peverley as well. They got Louis Eriksson. That didn't last too long, but yeah. So that was the trade. Tyler Seguin kind of developed a reputation in Boston of being a little egotistic. This is over 10 years ago now. So it's been a while. But, just like it always seemed like he'd have like a supermodel girlfriend and all that stuff. And that's definitely carried over. You can tell if you look up his wife. I don't really want to give her publicity because she's being kind of an awful person. At least that's what we're hearing. But she's a beautiful human. She looks like a supermodel. But a lot of that can be superficial, and I don't necessarily think Tyler Seguin is beyond superficial looks. The relationship has to look good. He always has to look good. He's made it clear he focuses quite a bit on his personal appearance, haircuts, tattoos, what muscles he's working out that are more toned to making his body look good as opposed to helping his game of hockey. So just these little things that you kind of hear now and then. Seguin also had issues on social media when he first came to Dallas as well. Had a homophobic tweet. This is all stuff please feel free to Google. I don't want to post all this stuff on my page and get banned or whatever. But nonetheless, Seguin has had um, he's had his issues with people, and it's very centered around his ego, which, again, talented player, no doubt, but at the same time, it's that doesn't fit the brand of hockey per se. You think of hockey players as approachable, friendly, nice. It's not just about partying and appearances and putting other people down to make yourself feel better. You see that in, like, I don't know, high school hockey, juniors, but you really have to evolve into that next level. And that starts with college, AHL, professionals. That needs to be essentially removed out of your game. I'm not getting into the whole debate with having an ego. Is that good for you to make a career in hockey? Because I know the hockey guy and I stand very differently on that, but we both have very different life experiences with that, and that's okay. So, whatever you want to make of that debate is fine. But that ego, that superficial ego, that bullying type thing needs to be dropped once you get to the NHL. You can have an ego and be like, I'm the greatest player ever, and that's okay. But you still have to be around your teammates. They're essentially your moving family. You have to be around fans. There's a lot more. There's many more layers to that, and you have to have an ego when the time is right, and when it's not. So, like I said, Tyler Seguin, throughout his entire career, it's for him, and just somewhat observing, it seems to be about his image and who he is, and he wants to be like the male supermodel with the supermodel girlfriend and like having the shiny, perfect Instagram life. But in reality, that's probably not the case. Dude's rich. Dude's talented. But at the same time, there's definitely some underlying issues there. And then, like, is this marriage more of a superficial thing to make them both look good? Or what's kind of the deal with that? So there's more questions than we have answers at this moment. But this is, it's kind of just like, it doesn't surprise me being Tyler Seguin. It's just not a whole lot of surprise there. But at the same time, it's one of those things where it can leave you a little bad taste in your mouth, even if you're a Dallas fan, even if you're a Boston fan, even if you're just another fan on the team who really doesn't care about the Stars or Seguin. It's one of those things you really don't want to hear about a hockey player in the NHL, because that kind of leaves a bit of a bad taste. It just tarnishes the image of the league just a little bit. Not huge, but like, it's one of those stories we're talking about. There's other people on YouTube talking about this. There's plenty of articles on the Google. If you just look up Tyler Seguin's wife, you'll get those articles. Excuse me. So not the best thing. And this is about as gossipy as we'll ever be on this channel. So I just want to clarify that right now. But this is just one of those things where when he came into the league, you could kind of see this pattern developing. And when he went to Dallas, the maturity wasn't quite improving. And I think it has, again, recently. And I wouldn't not welcome him if he decided to come back to the Bruins. I think that'd be great. But at the same time, because I'm a Bruins fan, the maturity probably isn't where we thought it was. Over the past, 7-8 years. So, questions still lie. Tyler Seguin, bit of a gossipy video, changing it up. Shout out to Larry Hockey for breaking this news to me. That was really cool. Do post videos every day. Check them out. I appreciate you guys watching. Take care, all right?